close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Bailey TV. I hope you're all keeping safe and well on this Friday. And it's the day after the North London derby. Tottenham 3, Arsenal 0. Now, I've got to be honest right from the outset. I can't give you a proper review, but I'm going to give you my summarization of the game, just simply because I missed the first half of the game. I went to the game, but I missed the first half. And the reason I missed the first half is because there was lots and lots of trouble outside. And we were getting glass bottles thrown at us. We were getting the police horses were there, the dogs were there. It was just mad, absolutely mad. We were getting glass objects, glass things thrown at us. It was absolutely insane. Like, honestly, it was mad. So I don't really want to go too much into that, but let's just say I've never gone to a game, going into the game and sitting down in the stadium thinking, do you know what? I was lucky to get out of that without any injuries. But listen, it was a poor game. Like, honestly, the our best spell of the game was in the first 20 minutes, and I wasn't there to see any of it. But listen, we lost 3-0. Was it a penalty? I'm going to get straight into this penalty decision because I've seen a lot of reporters say that it was a penalty. Me personally, I'm in the camp that Rob Holding should be more aware of what he's doing. Was it Cedric? Was it Cedric or Rob Holding that got down the penalty? I think it was Cedric, actually. But Rob Holding sending off, he's got to be more aware of what he's doing, because he made several challenges before that, and the clear tactic was Rob Holding was marking Son, and Rob Holding can't do that. He can't man mark a player. I actually don't think that Rob Holding is that kind of player, and I've said it for a time as well. Rob Holding, he's not going to take us to that next level, and he's not going to be good enough to take us to that next level. So, it is what it is. Look, it was a disastrous night. It was an absolute, disastrous North London derby. What went wrong went wrong. Gabriel coming off injured. I actually didn't see the injury, because I left at 60 minutes to avoid the trouble that was inevitably going to kick off at the end of the game. So I left. I think I actually only saw about 20 minutes of football out of 90. So yeah, it was just insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, like I said, I left to avoid all the trouble, because going in there was just stressful. But listen, it is what it is. We've lost the North London derby. We move on to Newcastle, and we know what we got to do now. We've just got to win our next two games. And you know what? In my heart of hearts, even before the North London derby, I did sort of have it in the back of my head that actually we're not going to it's going to go down to that last game, and I still genuinely believe it's going to go down to that last game. I think we'll beat Newcastle. I do think that we will go on and win that game. It's not going to be an easy game because Newcastle, they're doing all right at the moment. But I do think we'll win. I do think we'll beat Newcastle. And then it's going to come down to the Everton game. Listen, Spurs have got Burnley. I'm not even entirely sure who they've got for their last game, but they've got Burnley. That's not going to be an easy game for them because that's not going to be an easy game for them because if they Burnley are fighting to stay up. So listen, you'd expect Tottenham to beat Burnley, but again, it's not going to be easy. Because, like I said, Burnley are fighting to stay up. Look, it is what it is. The North London derby was disappointing, but we move on to Newcastle and Everton. If we win those two games, then we're in the Champions League. That's simple as. We know what we've got to do. We've still got the point advantage. And I genuinely believe that point is going to make all the difference, whether we slip up or not. It's going to be who comes down. And a lot of people say now that Tottenham have the advantage. No, it's still in Arsenal's hands. It's still in our hands. So if we win, both of our games are in the Champions League. And I'd rather be in the position we're in now than be in Tottenham's position because it's out of their hands. But it's going to be tricky. It's going to be very, very difficult. Especially now that we've got no back line going forward. Gabriel's injured. Rob Holding is suspended, and Ben White looks like he's not going to be fit enough. So Arteta's got some massive problems, and I can potentially see Granit Xhaka going in. I can potentially see Granit Xhaka going in there. But look, it's going to be difficult, isn't it? It's going to be difficult, but can we do it? We know what we've got to do now. I always feel with Arsenal, and this is maybe a bad thing, but I always feel with us at the moment where if we know what we've got to do, we go on and do it. Like Chelsea and Man United, we had to win both of those games to have a chance of getting back into the top four, and we'd done it. It's kind of a little bit different. Last night's performance, or last night's predicament that we were in, because had we won, we would have secured Champions League football. But actually, had we lost, we still would be in pole position. So there wasn't that urgency to win like there should have been. Don't get me wrong, and I'm not making any excuses for that. There should have been, but I genuinely feel when Arsenal know they have to win, and when I say have to win, not like, oh, if we win, we're in the Champions League. That's not necessarily a have to win. Like, I feel like now that if Arsenal slip up, then obviously we lose Champions League. So we have to win. And I do feel like that when our back's against the wall and we got to win, we tend to get the job done. Whereas having a little bit of a lead, like we did, like we did before yesterday's game, we had a 4-point lead. Having a little bit of a comfortable lead and going there needing to win to secure it is not the same as, right, you've got to win your 2 games and then you secured it. There's a little bit more pressure, and I kind of feel with Arsenal that when the pressure's off them slightly, they get a little bit complacent. When the pressure's on in terms of like we've got to win, as we do now, we have to win both of our games. We know what we've got to do. 2 more wins and we're there. So that's pretty much straightforward. You can't really, there's no other permutations. It is win the next 2 games and we get Champions League football. So for this young team, they know what they've got to do. I do think, even though with our backline injuries, we should have enough to get through to win those games. Listen, they're going to be difficult. There's going to be bumps along the way. It's not going to be plain sailing. Let's put it that way. But I do feel that we've got, we can do it, and you have to believe, don't you? A lot of people are saying it's over, but it's not over until it's over, is it? And we're still very much in it. We're still a point ahead. Um, this was always going to be a difficult game. I always felt that the Spurs probably had the more urgency, in the sense that they have to win. They had to win to keep it alive. And I always felt, especially in the last couple of weeks, when we were getting down to the crux and the end of the season, I always felt it would go to the last game, because it's Premier League. Nothing's ever easy. Nothing's ever sewn up. You have to look at the title race. I still think there's one or two twists and turns in that title race. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same for Man City and Liverpool as it is us and Tottenham. So it is what it is. Do I think we'll win? Look, I'm still optimistic, and you've got to be at this stage of the season. You've got to be. There's no point in losing belief. So it is what it is. Hopefully, we can get the 3 points on Monday. That's the most important thing. Winning on Monday, and then it's just the last game of the season. One win. We're one win away. So listen, let's forget about Everton. Let's concentrate on getting the victory against Monday. Let's not focus on Tottenham's game beforehand, because whatever they do, whether they win, draw, or lose, if they draw or lose, it's great. It's better for us. If they draw or lose, it it actually is worse for us, because if they draw, they go level on points with us. But obviously, they'll only have one game, and we'll have the two games. So, look, we've just got to win. We've just got to win. That's ultimately the message that Mikel will be saying to his players, is that we've got to win. Can we do it? Listen, only time will tell. Listen, come next Sunday, we're going to know, aren't we? Come 6 o'clock next Sunday, we're going to be in the Champions League, or we're going to be in the Europa League. So it is what it is. I'm not going to lose no sleep over it, whether we are or not. Listen, I'd like us to be, but you know what? I'm just glad that the North London derby is over, and we ain't got to go back to that shit ground until next year, because it was stressful, absolutely stressful. Listen, I want to apologise as well for not getting the preview out to you guys. I was travelling up on Wednesday for the board meeting at Arsenal, and then my train was delayed, along with the taxi being delayed, and yeah, it was just a madness. So apologies that I couldn't get the preview out. I will be doing a preview for the Newcastle game. That will be dropping on Sunday at about 7 p.m. So look out for that. And then I'll be dropping a review on Tuesday. I'm not going to the game on Monday. So, yeah, I will be getting the content out a little bit more readily for you guys. And then it's the Everton game, and then the end of the season, I'm going to have a look at the channel. And like I said, I've got some content I'm going to start introducing for next season. And the summer's a good time, like I said, to hit the reset button. This year, in terms of the channel, it's not gone to plan, and that's partly down to me with not putting the content out on a regular basis, and the combination of things. So yeah, listen, not going anywhere, but there's going to be some massive changes. There's going to be some new content. There's going to be some added content, as I said to you in my channel update last week. But yeah, listen, guys, thank you to everyone who is supporting the channel. Thank you to everybody who's been very, very patient as well, because I know you've been asking questions. But yeah, listen, 2 games to go. Can we get the job done? Only time will tell. Listen, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and we move on to Monday. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Can we get the job done? Hopefully. That's it for today, guys. Bye-bye for now. Come on, you Gunners.